Okay guys, so I'm just gonna kind of play around with makeup today. I haven't really sat down and like done a creative kind of look in a long time. I think as individuals we kind of go through these periods where we don't really feel inspired, or we just kind of like for me, I kind of go a bit introverted. I have been discovering a lot about myself this past year, and it has required me to go within myself and spend a lot of time there. And in these moments, I am just focusing on that more or less. So I have some fun little products that I'm gonna play with today. And yeah, I'm also gonna kind of chat with you guys during this video. I'm gonna kind of do like one eye on camera, do the other eye off camera, and then kind of finish the look up and just kind of chat with you guys about some things that I've been going through even like the past couple weeks, and just my thoughts and feelings on beauty standards, our skin, how our skin shows us so much about ourselves, positive affirmations, and yeah, so if any of that stuff interests you, please keep watching. Okay, you guys, so I'm just going to be diving into this look. I'm not really going to explain any of the products I'm using, but I'll definitely leave them all down below. I just kind of want to chat with you guys, and you can watch me create this eye look, and then we'll finish up the entire look at the end. I'll zoom out, and yeah, hopefully this will be a good time for both of us. I kind of just want to chat about some things that I have been thinking and going through, kind of long term, but then just some things that I've realized the past, I don't know, couple weeks. I don't know if struggle is the right word, but my entire life I have always relied on my appearance to kind of get me through things. I have not been the most confident person, and especially throughout high school, kind of at the beginning of high school, not so much during, but and then again in my 20s and still now have dealt with acne, and it has made me feel super insecure, and I've blamed all my insecurities on my skin, and I have hated my skin, I have despised my skin, I have spent a lot of time feeling disgusting, bullying myself, saying really horrible things to myself because of my skin. And that's not really, it's not nice, and it doesn't make me feel good, but I do feel like I, as are a lot of women and men, exposed to this idea that, you know, you need to have perfect skin, and if you have perfect skin, you will be liked and you will be valued, and you know, products are created so that we purchase them, and if we purchase them we will have clear skin, and that's kind of just the ultimate goal. And then it sucks when you do have unclear skin and you kind of feel isolated because you're made to feel like you're the only person in the world who has, you know, unclear skin, and that you should feel so bad about yourself to the point where you need to buy a product or wear makeup in order to change the way you look and cover up the acne, because it's that bad, you know, that it's so bad that people make these commercials, right? Like it kind of fucks with your head a little bit, and I have definitely struggled with that my entire like teenage and adulthood existence. So in the past year or so, but definitely in the past couple months, I have really tried to focus on accepting myself, loving myself for who I am, acne and all, and really trying to figure out, you know, where do these insecurities come from? Why do they exist? What am I actually insecure about? You know, is it really my skin, or is it much deeper? And it's always much deeper. In the past couple months, I have stopped wearing foundation, concealer, and there's been a few times where I've been testing out a brand actually, and they sent me some foundation, concealer, powder, so I did test out the brand, and it was actually a really beautiful experience, so I will be sharing that. But I have really just taken that stuff away because I had felt so dependent on it, and I was covering myself up, and I kind of got to this point where I was like, you know, this is me. Like, this is who I am right now. I have this skin, and this is what I have, and I shouldn't be embarrassed of it, and I shouldn't be covering it up. I should be embracing myself for exactly who I am in this moment, and in this moment, you know, this is me. So why am I covering that up? I mean, this is me. This is my body, and this is who I am. And I actually had something kind of unravel, and then I had a really good conversation with a friend of mine, and a lot of things just really clicked for both of us in our own respective ways. And about a week ago, I found this product in the back of my cupboard, and it was like an anti-blemish product, and I was really happy, and still am happy with the way that my skin looked. But I thought to myself, you know, well, you know, there's always room for improvement, and you know, I bought this product, and I remember using it I think in September or so, and I broke out when I used it. And sometimes there is a period of like purging that happens when you like first try a product, and I did hear that this product would do that, and then, you know, sometimes your skin will then clear up and you're all good. But I just stopped using it because I just didn't want to wait for it to clear up. And when I used it the first time, I was very much in the period of my life where I kind of went into a downward spiral again, and I was feeling really insecure and desperate about, you know, how my skin was looking, and I just wanted a quick fix, and that's why I used this product in the first place. So I tucked it away, and then, yeah, about a week ago I saw it again, and I was like, well, you know what? Let's just use it, like, whatever, what's the worst that could happen, you know, it'll just kind of make my skin even better, and that's really cool. And mind you, I had noticed that my skin was kind of getting congested, because of other reasons, which I will share, but I used this product, and literally within a couple days, my skin just, you can still kind of see like sort of this dry, like rash, almost eczema type outbreak went all over my face. It was all on my eyelids. They're still kind of healing. They were literally flaking off. Like, it was almost as if the product burnt my face, and it was really itchy too. And it was just interesting because here I was thinking, you know, oh, I'm gonna use this product, and you know, it's gonna improve my skin so much, and you know, it's just, right, there's always room for improvement, so like, let's just give this product a whirl and see what happens. And but here's the thing, guys, like, the past couple weeks I have been really neglecting my health in regards to, you know, I haven't been drinking as much water as I know I should. I have not been eating the foods that I know make me feel my brightest. I'm a big believer in soul food, always will be. I haven't always been, but I always will be from this point on. And I feel my brightest when I have a balance of, you know, my health foods and my soul foods. And I know that recently I've not been incorporating my health foods. I've been really indulging in my soul foods, which I don't feel awful about. I just know that, especially with dairy and whatnot and sugar, I do feel like I'm not my brightest when I eat these things. And not drinking water is also a huge factor that will make me feel really good or really bad. And so I was thinking to myself, you know, my skin's congested, you know, I kind of just want this like quick fix. And I knew that really the solution, part of the solution would be to pay attention to what I'm eating and nourish my body with the foods and the hydration that I know it is craving. But I kind of fell into that thought that, you know, I want this quick fix. And on top of neglecting my diet and my hydration, I have also been going through some pretty big life situations. The past few weeks have literally shaken my life to the core, and some really horrible things have happened, and also some really good things, but essentially my entire foundation of who I am, who I thought I was, has pretty much crumbled. And I am now starting the rebuilding process of just kind of figuring out who I am and gaining a sense of individuality and confidence and independence, and letting go of things that no longer serve me. And it's so interesting that my skin reacted in such a way that truly describes the things, the feelings that I have been going through. You know, this like congestion of, you know, things that are being held, you know, in my skin that are not coming out, my emotions that are being suppressed within me that I have not allowed and given permission to express. And my skin, and then looking for a quick fix regarding my skin, putting this product on my face that I know maybe doesn't work with my skin, and having it react in such a way where literally everything appears to be like inflamed, purged in a way, just like the emotions that I finally have brought to the surface and started expressing, and the letting go of things that no longer serve me. It's like the emotions are literally being shown through my skin, and I have found so many times, time and time again, how much my skin tells me and shows me things that sometimes I fail to see. And my skin is a true reflection of the insecurities and the emotions that lie within me. And this kind of was the icing on the cake for me. It was interesting because a friend and I were talking the other day, and I explained to her what I had been experiencing and what I had learned from this experience, and she's going through a very similar experience in her own respective way. And it all boils down to not just self-love, but self-acceptance. Accepting yourself exactly as you are, no matter the circumstance. Whether it be a physical circumstance, an emotional circumstance, accepting yourself for exactly who you are and believing that you are worthy of your love. Okay, so my eyes are finished. I'm just gonna start working on the skin, and this is kind of where the makeup look ties into what I've been talking about. So like I said, I have spent a lot of time depending on my looks to kind of get me by in life, you know, when I don't feel good about myself, mentally, emotionally, I can always depend on makeup to cover up anything that I feel doesn't represent who I think I am. And let me know if you've ever experienced that, where, you know, you're having just a depressing, sad day, you're not feeling confident, your skin is just not doing what you want it to do, you've got a big zit or whatever, discoloration. Do you ever turn to makeup as a tool to cover those things up and make it as though they don't exist so that you can temporarily feel better about yourself? I've done that a lot. I've done that more often than not. This is the first time in my life I've been wearing makeup for over 10 years, like 12 or 13 years, and this is the first time where I have not put makeup on to cover myself up, where I've genuinely put it on to have fun. And it is something that did not come to me overnight. I wasn't just comfortable or confident not, you know, putting a full face of makeup on overnight. It was really uncomfortable. I, you know, lovingly forced myself to stop wearing foundation a couple months ago, concealer, the whole bit. And I mean, you know, you see my skin, you know how you feel about it, you know what you would do if you had the kind of skin that I have. And maybe you wouldn't cover it up. And if not, that's beautiful. Fucking go you, seriously, because it's taken me a long time to come to the point where I feel like, you know, it's okay. It's okay to, you know, have acne. It's okay to have imperfections. Like, you can show them. It's okay. Like, I did not think that that was a concept that could even exist. So, I have learned to really just embrace what my skin shows me. And right now, my skin is red, a little bit inflamed, it is dry, it is healing from this eczema type, you know, rash that was caused by an internal imbalance, emotionally, you know, health-wise, everything. And I don't want to cover that up. My skin, our skin, is the largest organ in our body, okay? And when our skin shows us something, we need to listen, because, you know, if we had like a cramp in our heart or like a pain somewhere within our body, we wouldn't just ignore that, right? We have a sore throat or whatever, we go and we seek help, we try to find a solution for the problem. You know, some of us just take, you know, drugs to ease the pain, and some of us try to look within ourselves on a deeper level to heal that ailment or the sickness or whatever. But when it comes to our skin, people don't often think to themselves like, oh, well, maybe my skin's trying to show me something, you know, like maybe I should listen to the signs that are being shown on my skin. Again, largest organ in your body. If something's wrong, you're gonna see it. And that's something that I never, ever even took into consideration, ever, that would exist. Like, oh, okay, so my skin has broken out, and that means that I should look within myself and see if there's a solution to the problem that, you know, maybe has something to do with what I'm putting in my body or how I'm feeling. We don't think like that, right? We're not shown or told or educated to think like that. We're told, if you have a zit, buy this product and it will get rid of your zit and all will be good. And don't worry about anything else in your life. Don't even look at what you're eating. It's got nothing to do with it. Don't ask yourself if you're stressed or if there's any emotional turmoil. Don't even consider if there are past traumas that, you know, are showing up in your life as stress or as anger or sadness. Don't look at your depression or your anxiety and think that maybe those have something to do with your acne, because they don't. You just have it. It just happens, and you shouldn't have it. So you should buy this product and allow our company to profit off of your insecurities, because we have millions of dollars and you don't. So if I'm telling you to buy something and I have a lot of money and I've got this really, you know, beautiful, famous person, you know, promoting my product, well, we've got more than you do, so you should listen to us. And I've fallen for that time and time again. I mean, girlfriend, I worked in the cosmetics industry. Like, I was a, what are they called, like a beauty consultant for Shoppers Drug Mart. And when you work in cosmetics, it's all about upselling, it's all about convincing people that they need this, this, and this. And I never did that, ever. In fact, I would tell people that it was pointless to have 10 products in their skincare line, even though I was also trying to realize that myself as I was telling them, because I got sucked into that brainwashing that, you know, you need to have 10,000 products to, like, have beautiful skin, and you don't. I've had acne when I've had a 10-piece skincare regimen, and I've had acne when I've had a 2-piece skincare regimen, you know? And I've had clear skin when I've had a 10-piece skincare regimen, and I've had clear skin when I've had a 2-piece skincare regimen. And the only difference, the only thing that determined whether I had clear skin or not clear skin was the state of well-being that I was in that moment or period of time. And I'm telling you guys, it's a journey. Like, I have come a long way from where I've been. I used to bully myself in the mirror. I used to say horrible things to myself. I remember just, like, I would, like, scratch at my skin and just torment myself because I felt so disgusting with acne. Like, I would literally cry in the mirror because I felt so fucking disgusting. And no one ever needs to feel that way. We should never look at ourselves and think those things. We should never apologize for the way we look or think that if we cover something up we will be better, because it's not true. Because when you take that makeup off, you are the same fucking person with the same issues, with the same traumas and mental turmoils and parts of you that need to be healed. You're the same person. And again, this is something that I have spent years trying to figure out, and I'm still figuring it out. You know, with my experience with that skincare product the other week, that was me being tested, I feel, to see, you know, how far really have I come? You know, how much have I learned? How much do I love myself? How strongly do I feel that I am worthy without anything accept my heart. And I am so immeasurably grateful that my skin showed me something that my mind was not ready to see. And I just want to say, guys, to whoever is watching this, you're a beautiful expression of life. Just for a second, just really understand what I'm saying here and repeat this to yourself. I am a beautiful expression of life. I am a beautiful expression of life. Let that sink in, because that's something that I have religiously been saying to myself for the past long time here. And mind you, it's not something that absorbed right away, but it is something that I've been telling myself for like a long time, maybe a year, let's say. And this has allowed me, when, you know, I'm feeling insecure, I'm even like, you know, maybe going out in public, or at first when I started, you know, going out without any foundation or concealer on, I really wasn't sure that I was a beautiful expression of life. I really wasn't sure that I, you know, if I was worthy of love without looking a certain way. You know, I always wanted a certain version of myself to be seen by the public. And so I would repeat that to myself, you know, I am a beautiful expression of life. I am a beautiful expression of life. And when I would feel insecure, I would tell myself that, and it would give me the confidence to push forward and be myself and bring to the table whatever I could bring in that moment. And maybe I didn't feel 100% confident. Maybe I wasn't sure if I was a beautiful expression of life, but I would still tell myself this, and it allowed me to just step in to myself and not be ashamed or embarrassed of the way I looked, or, you know, if I wasn't feeling super peppy that day, you know, and I had to see people, you know, before I would try to, like, you know, push that aside and just like pretend to be happy when I wasn't. And you don't have to suppress that either. That's also a beautiful expression of life. Your feelings are beautiful and they make you who you are. And for me, I've always felt like, again, my looks kind of got me through life, and I've always been told, you know, you're beautiful and this and that, and I just clung to that. I really didn't think I had anything else to offer, especially since I know I feel really dark emotions. I've experienced really messed up things, and people don't know that when they first meet you. And I kind of wanted to maintain this like bright, beautiful, you know, vision for them, and I didn't want to taint that. But I am who I am. I'm as beautiful as I am because I've experienced those things. And again, all of this has nothing to do with my acne or the way I look, you know. It was so nice today to just sit down and do this makeup look with no intentions. I would normally go into a makeup look in the past with the intention of improving the way that I looked and hopefully stepping out of you know, this time as a better looking version than I stepped into it. And now I just sit down, you know, I just sit down and I have no expectation. I just know that I have a lot to offer. I know that I enjoy expressing myself creatively through the use of makeup. I went into this with a few colors that I really wanted to see on my face, and that's the end of it. You know, there's nothing more to it. So I realized that I actually want to add some little bedazzles on this look, because I bought these from Michael's quite some time ago and I've only used them a few times, and they're beautiful, and I just think that they need to be showcased. So I'm gonna use my face to do that.
What's in your face? Holy cow, what's on your lip?
A jewel.
Let's see. Crazy. Looks cool.
Thank you.
Are you having fun? You want Gucci?
Doesn't matter. I love how this look is like dramatic and really eye-catching, and yet we're still embracing the parts of us that are worth embracing, like our skin. And I hope you guys can appreciate what I'm doing here. I hope you can appreciate the kind of aesthetic that I'm going for, and the overall appeal of this kind of look. I'm really grateful for anyone who watched this video and took the time to listen to some things that I have to say on the topics that I addressed. It's really liberating to just speak on these topics, and also to play with makeup and express my creativity and embrace my body and my skin all at once. It's a really cool experience, and so thank you. Seriously, I'm so appreciative of anyone who sat and listened to me, so thank you. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any thoughts or feelings that are positive or constructive or expressive, that are coming from a place of love, then please feel free to comment down below. Let's start up a conversation. I'm really interested in what you guys have to say about the things that I spoke on. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you later. Bye!